Some people were trying to say that we were late and gay on this. I know.
Who's late?
Wild accusations.
Impossible.
Crying.
Is John the stupidest guy in the world?
That's me laughing at you fucking losers. What a dick. I don't lie. I don't like to lie. WATP! WATP! Gotta love Vinnie Carlino.
Nobody cares.
Die off of here. LGBTQ plus. I'm the one who should apologize. You know what? I miss penis.
A man named Karl.
4 inches is fine.
Shut the fuck up, asswipe, and suck my cock.
I was completely die off here.
You're not charismatic.
Welcome to Point Dabble Point, a weekly discussion where we get caught up on this week in Stuttering John, Swear and Uber Eats drivers, and call Shuli's dad. I'm Karl Hamburger from Who Are These Podcasts, and with me this week from Once Over with Kaylee, we have Lucy Tightbox.
Well, hello.
Hi, Lucy.
Hi.
From Dabbleverse.tv, Cardiff Electric is here.
Well, thank you, Karl. Thank you, Shuli, for having me on the final Point Dabble Point.
Yes, this is we're probably going to do about 8 hours today.
Yes.
This is going to be a marathon. Thank you from the Shuli Network. Uncle Rico Show. Shuli is here.
I said, yo, jig up.
What's happening?
And from the All Apologies podcast, Trucker Andy is joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you for being here. We might have some special guests popping on later as well. I want to remind people that we do use the super tip system. If you want to get involved with the show, go to supertip.gg/WATP, and we can play your AI chats and anything else you want to do to help the show along. I have to apologize in advance. I am not well today. I am not having a good day. I had to cancel on the creep off because I just was not well. So that's why I have all these fine folks here to help me get through this episode today.
It's like the poster with the 2 footprints. You know, where were you, Cardiff, when I was
right?
Yes.
mine?
I am counting on you. We also, I do have a special guest on here. Maybe we'll tease it since we do have a special guest.
Duty, 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 duty every day. Duty, 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 drama queen. Long, 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 long.
Ish.
Hey, it's Clay Duty.
Hello, loves.
Clay Duty, how you doing now that the Duke has left?
Oh, well, I'm going after his time slot. I'm going to be doing a new show, fully nude.
Oh, baby.
I guess you'll be in Rumble Land with Cardiff then.
Hey, Lucy, nice tits.
Thank you.
Nudie duty.
All right, we'll come back to you, Clay
I don't want
Duty.
puppets, thank you.
Yeah,
Can't
Cardiff
trust
looked like he
puppet.
was upset about that. He's like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well,
I'm the
there's a
only
new
hearing
there's a
one.
new king in town, man, and his name's Clay Duty. Deal with it.
All right, the first thing I want to talk about with you fine folks is John already has a new job.
Is that right?
Yes, this is very exciting. We are now seeing John did have a plan all along, and he is back on Cameo.
Oh, yeah.
This is exciting. Now, what's great is that for some reason, his category is musicians, singer, songwriter, Stuttering John Melendez.
I would love to receive a pep talk if you can put me down for that. Thank you. I want to know what
for
that
sure.
sounds like.
You have to get a
Receive a
pep
pep
talk in song format.
Well, here's my question to you, and I don't know how many people have ever had a Cameo, but I can tell you that if you don't do what the people request you to do, that money will not go to you. And I think they lean more heavily on the side of the people paying than the person doing the message. So it doesn't take much for them to be like, I'm not happy with this, I want my money back, and they'll get their money back. So
I don't encourage people to do that to John. You'll be wasting his time if you did that.
right. And it's one thing to say, I won't read this unless it's $5 or more, but it's another thing to take $50, not read it, and then send it to him, which if John thinks he's going to do that, he's in for a surprise.
Well, oh, go ahead, Cardiff.
I just want to go back to the category that he selected. You think when he was like filling out the paperwork with Cameo, he hit writer, and they're like, come on.
Well, you see, the breadcrumbs here show me that he's a singer-songwriter, but underneath his name, he puts radio and television personality.
4D chess, Karl.
Which I think, yeah.
He
More
couldn't
accurate.
put former substitute teacher, so
No, you have to put
Or-
current substitute teacher.
yeah.
Former 3rd grade music engineer.
All right. So the reason to get a video is for a holiday, to say happy birthday, to send a pep talk, to roast someone. That's a great reason.
Yes.
Get advice. Oh, that's a good one, too. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
Ask a question, promote a business, or any other reason to give us money. We'll take it.
Dear
it's-
John, I'm thinking of selling my house to my mother for $10. Any advice you can give me?
How do I get
Mitch
the smell
wanted
of
to buy it for 8, but I'm going to try to talk her into 10. What do you think?
how do I get the smell of cat shit out of my house
Oh God!
And car.
I do want to talk about that.
and hair?
So does John write this? This must be written form. It says, whether it's a milestone birthday, an anniversary, or a long-awaited reunion, make it unforgettable with a one-of-a-kind cameo video from Stuttering John Melendez. You'll have the chance to customize your request for Stuttering John Melendez, like asking them to mention inside jokes, share words of wisdom, or work in their signature catchphrases. This
That's
has to be written for him,
That's
right?
That's
Yeah,
stock.
okay.
Like it just plugged in his name into a stock script.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when you create a cameo as a creator, that it gives you that, and then you can change it if you want to, unless you are very, very lazy.
This text is grayed out, and you're supposed to click on it and actually put your own in, or
Yeah.
by default.
Right, yes.
eh.
This is a $50 ask. Is that?
It's $50 plus, so I don't know if maybe if you want more time, it costs more.
Yeah. Cameo does this. No, Cameo does this thing where if you want to interact with them, like you can DM back and forth a couple times. There's a additional charge to it or something. They do something like that. I think that's what the plus is.
You could also
I don't
send him a message for $5, even though everyone has his email address.
Oh.
He's hoping he could get a message for $5.
Oh, okay.
Is he obligated to respond to that message?
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I cultivated this cameo trolling, and
You
it
did.
became very it became very difficult to justify giving John money. That's the only problem with that. It's kind of like throwing bad money after bad money. It's not. I don't recommend it.
Throwing
Don't
bad
give
money
John
at bad
money.
people.
Yeah.
Again,
And breath.
there is no bigger form of dance for me monkey than Cameo. Okay. And so to go from where he was at, to go from this is a step down, and it puts you in direct contact with trolls. There's
yeah.
no avoiding them now, you know?
Well, okay, so this is what I was thinking about this, Shuli. So he joined on January 2nd. So he got right on there. This is his new job. And I think that he's realizing that if he's not putting out content, but he does put out videos if you pay him, we could potentially get all of Dabblers Anonymous to chip in and put together a new 3-hour episode of the Stuttering John podcast.
Yeah. Well, look,
This is the right, for John, this is the right way to go about this, I think. It might work.
the only downside to this, and if I'm a customer and familiar with John, I'd be a little worried about, which is John having any information of mine whatsoever.
That's a good point. Yep.
Yeah.
You might want to lie about everything you put into Cameo.
Yeah.
I'm just starting the Cameo price drop clock. How long before he realizes 50 is not the right number?
What, you think he picked 50 off the bat? No way. That's somebody at Cameo going, John, you got to come back down to earth, pal.
They're like, Doc Gooden is 75. Okay. So
Right.
yeah, you can't be fit.
Is this a better move though? At least when super chats were cheap, it's easy to part ways with $2 to $5. But $50, not everybody's going to pull the trigger on this. So
Not anybody has yet. I haven't seen a
No.
single one.
Yeah.
Because normally they show you examples. I don't know. Maybe he has that turned off or something.
Yeah.
Can I ask this? Are we just gonna not talk about Andy's makeover and what? I mean,
I
what
can't
the
tell.
hell?
Is he Mike David or is he Mersh? Because
Yeah.
people are confused.
Boner fuel. That's what I.
I love it. I think it's great.
All right, I'm new to this. I didn't know this happened. That's all.
What's up? It's stuff.
Oh,
Hey, what's up?
I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Well, and I did check. Shuli's been sending me messages frantically, and Shuli, the answer is Cameo takes 25%.
Okay.
25%. So it's a little bit better than YouTube for John.
Yeah.
Still haven't found that soft landing yet. I'm looking.
The other thing that John is doing is he started up his TikTok page.
Mm-hmm.
And this is very exciting because this is a newer TikTok that he put out.
Hey, what's up? It's Stuttering John. Did you see I'm wearing my FDNY?
No, hold on a second. I mean, is he getting better at this? What just happened here?
Now, you see I'm wearing my YMDF. Oh, wait a minute.
I think that's why you had to look down.
Yeah.
Because it was backwards and he got confused.
No,
I think he was actually checking to see if he remembered to put a shirt on.
He's like,
I think he had a script prepared. He just didn't know what costume he'd be in. So he had, as you see, I'm wearing my blank shirt.
Right, yeah, he's reading it. He's like, look down. Oh, right, shit.
Look down.
yeah, I was just going to say, if he's looking at the camera, he's going, wait a minute, this said FDNY when I left the house. What's going on here?
It's reversible.
Hey, what's up? It's Stuttering John. Did you see I'm wearing my FDNY? That's my fireman shirt. Given to me by some of New York's bravest. But let me tell you something else about it.
A bunch of different firefighters got together to give that to you?
First of all, I can't tell you how many firefighters have reached out to me and they were like, that is a gift shop FDNY shirt. That is not from any firehouse. There's no number. There's no stamp on it to attach it to any firehouse. That is all bullshit.
That reminds me, at Dollar General, you can buy a basketball jersey that just says NBA on it. It's not a player. It's not a team.
Right. It's just
It just says, I like the league. That's what basically John is wearing is I support our first
it must just
responders.
say New York first responders on it.
Yeah.
You know, just
Right.
everything.
If you're wearing a basketball jersey, it just says Lakers. You can't go around and say, check out my LeBron jersey. It's not. It's
Right.
the Lakers. That's it.
New York, Juan fucking Soto. Fuck you, you greedy fuck. Oh. Oh.
You gotta do a take two on that. I've never seen a TikTok video do that before. It's like, and another thing I want to say to you.
All right, let me pick it.
TikTok is stuttering.
Yeah, let me pick it up from the All right, ready? Take two.
You fuck. Oh. 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 I need more
I like the energy of the first take, honestly. I think it was better, but
money. Another $5 million. Oh yeah. And I need a private suite. Oh yeah. And then I gotta get my mother new clothes every fucking year. Fuck off. What a piece of shit you are. Then you change your number.
Can you guys see the spittle that's flying off?
Yes, unfortunately.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a baseball fan, but didn't this happen like 2 months ago?
It was weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's giving his hot take on it now.
Yeah, he's still fired up about it.
And this offends me in a couple ways. As a baseball fan, this offends me. This isn't even like this was Derek Jeter spent his entire career with the Yankees and then took a hot shot contract to jump over to the Mets. He was a Yankee for a season, John.
It was one season.
He was a hired gun. Now somebody else hired him. What the fuck is your problem?
It's almost like Soto was on the Stern Show for years and then left to go work for the Tonight Show because they offered him more money.
What kind of greedy piece of shit would do that?
Fuck you.
You have to be a real piece of shit.
Maybe Juan Soto was trashing his kids. Let's hear about it.
My mother new clothes every fucking year. Fuck off.
Did Juan Soto say that in the press conference? I don't remember that part. Why'd you sign such a big contract? I want to get my mother new clothes every year.
What he's saying is Dominicans are greedy, Carl. That's what he's saying.
You know what I don't understand about this besides all the baseball talk is why has he chosen to sit in a place where the sun is shining directly into his eyeball? Like sit anywhere else. Move your head very
Oh, you've never been to
slightly.
Florida? The sun is always in your eyeball no matter which way you stand.
Oh, you shut up, you. That's not even a thing.
Next week, I'm getting my studio tinted. This problem will be solved.
My studio tinted.
What a piece of shit you are. Then you change your number. You block everybody out. You're a greedy fuck. And you went to one of the worst franchises ever. the fucking Mets. You loser, dickhead. Go back to the DR, you fucking prick.
Wow.
He's already deporting people.
Wow. Oh yeah.
He's much more like Trump than he realizes.
Yeah, he's never had an original idea in his entire life. Everybody over 30 that's on TikTok is sitting in their car. He forgot to wear his Oakley blades, so that's the one thing he did wrong. But he's also just this is ripping off Michael Rappaport, right? This is something that Rap would do. He's doing a
but
rap.
This dude is fucking corny.
Except he knows what he's talking about.
And he's screaming about Israel usually.
But also, Rappaport would do it that day. That's the other thing. He wouldn't go
Right,
a
yeah,
month later and cry about this.
Well, you think this took like 47 takes?
Well, it definitely
Yeah,
took more
me
than
too.
one. We saw that.
Well, that video over there on the right, Carl, is interesting because
This one?
yes,
Yeah, I wanna
number
play that
one,
next. Yeah.
it's awful, but what stood out for me is the fact that this was recorded on his way back home.
Right.
So this was his plan. This was part of the plan B all along because he's at the airport when he's recording this.
Yeah, let's watch this one.
Hey everybody, this is the Stuttering John. Don't believe the imposters, just joining TikTok for the first time. So I'll be posting here periodically. I hope to get some followers again. This is Stuttering John Malin.
He hopes to get some followers again. Was he on TikTok before?
Yeah, he said this is Stuttering John on TikTok for the first time. He's set up multiple TikTok accounts in the past. It's never never become anything. He's lost passwords. There's other John Melendez's out there that are him.
Well, that was my question because I saw this on Dabblers and I went to go I was like, oh, good. I'll go clown him in the comments. And I went to go find it and I couldn't find it. I mean, if you type Stuttering John into TikTok, it said no results. So I don't know if he's already
John.
It says Stuttering John.
Yeah.
Stuttering John is what it's this, and he just
okay.
signed up for it. So this is the day he signed up for it.
You would think, though, if you just type that in a search engine, it would find it.
I like that his videos are like messages as if he's drifting in space. This is Stuttering John Melendez. If anybody once again, this is John Melendez.
Yeah. It's a message in a bottle. If anyone gets this, please send help.
Howard Stern Show, Night Show with Jay Leno. I'm here in Charlotte now.
He's giving his credits
in the loudest part of the airport possible, next to the engines of the plane. You could hear him better.
Waiting for my connecting flight to Florida, so I thought I'd come have a few cocktails. So for all of you out there, skull.
Okay, you're all good. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Happy New Year, listen.
No one with his credits. No one with his credits is on a connecting flight in Charlotte for a connecting flight to Florida.
Kettle on martini, dry, no vermouth, olives.
Kettle One martini. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Shuli, but doesn't John, when confronted with his alcoholism, isn't one of his big excuses that all he drinks is beer?
Yes, and somebody brought up a great point in our chat the other night when he mentioned Kettle One, that they're like, this cheap motherfucker ain't getting Kettle One in his goddamn martinis. That's for sure.
Oh, you're right. He got a well martini and then wanted to brag about it. He's like, well, I can't go too high, though. Maybe Kettle One.
Yeah. Grey Goose.
Not believable, no.
No.
The faces he makes when he's talking about alcohol.
Well, that's his happy place, man.
It really is.
I mean, look how low and flat he was this whole video, and then he mentions the martini.
And then he takes a sip of that.
It's like
Dry, no vermouth, olives. This is Stuttering John saying,
I wonder how the math works with a dry martini. Does it dissipate in an hour like a beer does, or does that change the equation altogether?
I can tell you, I tell you, whoever was sitting next to him would disagree about the dissipating on that flight. You know,
that's all. That's the realization I'm having right now. He's about to get on a flight, sit beside somebody in that sleeveless fucking shirt.
Yep.
And then he gets home and doesn't shower and goes on the internet.
Yeah.
So gross.
There's a 14-year-old in the booth next to him just deleting the app because they're like, all right, well, TikTok's over.
It's over. He's
Jerk off
selling
is on
stock.
there. It's no longer cool. What else is there?
I'm wondering, Clay Duty, you're kind of a bad influence on John with your cocktails that you're always mixing up in front of him. Are you the reason why he's now drinking cocktails?
I mean, I would love to take credit for that sort of thing. I do travel around. I am in Florida right now, which is why the lighting is all over my bloody face. No matter where I go here in Florida, there'll be bloody lights right in my bleeding face.
I wasn't making that up.
No. His other eye wasn't covered in sunlight. He could have just gone like this.
I understand. Cool Cut Casting, $2. Clearwater Chad is a certified cornball. Are you telling me
This dude is fucking corny.
And now here Clearwater Chad comes in and he says, the Duke is coming to Rochester. The Duke never left. That's right, Clearwater Chad. I have a lot of notes about Clearwater Chad I want to get into with you guys in a little bit. Young Rumpelstiltskin, member for 17 months. Vote for Karl at blindmike.net. No, vote for Karl at thecreepoff.com. You got that a little bit wrong. Clearwater Chad, again, too many needles on the streets in Rochester, New York. Oh, I know who that is.
TOO, you dumb fuck.
Barnes and Noobs, $20. When it comes to these new tapes, I love how in one breath, Stuttering John says, I fed her a whole bunch of lies. And then in another, he says, who cares? If you don't care, then why do you need to feed lies? Which one is, I mean, this is the first time he's contradicted himself like this. Barnes and Noobs, this is what he does.
Yeah, it's all lies, but it's also all AI. You know, he always has.
Yes.
He always has a double there.
I like the wet brain emoji though. That's good.
Yeah, I have a clip from his last episode where he's talking about trusting Kate. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Kentucky, $2. Lucy, you're far too beautiful to be born a woman. Oh.
I think thank you.
Rumors are getting out there, apparently, yeah. Paula Dazzo, $65 says, hi, my awesome guys and girl. Feel better, Karl. Oh, and my Bears beat the Pack. I'm so very happy. Yeah, that fucked up my parlay, but congratulations on that last-minute field goal. Rocco Orby, $2 says, late again. Do I have to call your dad Lady K? He actually would enjoy that. He likes it when people call the house. SM Kelly, $5 says, Andy looks like a mix of Wes Claypool and Elton John. Happy New Year, everyone.
I'll take it.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of a whole array. Salty, name redacted, $2 says, girls looking good today, Lucy. Sup, Shuli?
Sup.
Thank you.
I $5 says, Shuli, I received the overnight from Cat's Deli. Got the pastrami tour. It's on the website. 2 pastrami's, kraut, rye, mustard, pickles, $1.89. Worth every penny. Did I just dox someone?
Probably.
What just happened?
There's a number 2 there.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
No,
I think this is a code.
I think it's just very high priced sandwich, in my opinion.
Cool Cut Casting. Just here to sim for Lucy. Oh, hi, boys. Skol.
Hello.
Mike's shitty internet provider, $2 says, somebody should ask Stuttering John for parenting advice on Cameo. Yeah, that's a good idea. Asking for advice, I think, is probably one of the better plays you can do.
As long as you don't take the advice.
No, as
Just
long as
ask.
you take that
Yeah.
advice and give it to me and Shuli so we can play it on our shows.
Yeah. How not to do things.
Yes.
You do the opposite.
Is there any way to find out if you can get the video and then get your money back? 'Cause that would be great.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying before.
Well, I just think that the if you get the video and it's not to your liking, then the video gets deleted and the money goes back.
Then you have to complain, I think, and then
Right.
have to investigate, I guess. But
I don't know. I did it for like 2 weeks and I hated it. And I shut it down.
Michael P. $5 says, put the T graphic from John's head on Lucy's boobs instead. Go.
But wait.
We don't have the boys in the back here on WATP to pull that off.
I just thought of something.
What?
Could Vince be playing the same high pitch Eric playbook?
Yeah, but High Pitch Eric, the beauty of High Pitch Eric's cameo was he would read anything.
Yeah, but I'm saying, is Vince kind of pushing him to do this somehow? Like, you got to be look what High Pitch did.
For sure.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
Possible. Anonymous $5 says, if you want a fat broke slob as a replacement for Stuttering John, there's that Boogie 2988 fella. Yeah, there sure is. What's the difference that he's actually dating with the difference that he's actually dating a 20-year-old girl? Well, he's a big internet celebrity, of course he is.
Sure.
Probably gets his pick.
Okay, FT, want to see my Giants Lucius fun bags? Go to thecreepoff.com and vote Karl. Also, some show with Carly. I love Big White.
Thank you, Lucy. I didn't realize you were going to do a plug for me just now, but I appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
I called the Florida Alabama, Mayan Jewish police, taking you down, sheetwear. I'm going to call your dad again and tell on you. Hey, Lucy, send me nudes. I won't show anyone. Hal Hitler.
I do want to ask you, did you hear the threat, Shuli, that if you show John's mom's photo again, he'll call your dad again?
Yeah. I heard it. We were busy showing photo of his mom again during that threat. And, she's a lovely woman. We're not.
I think that's so funny that he thinks that that's hurting you, that conversation he had with your father. Which,
Dude,
by the way, your dad is Dabbler of the Week. If we could get him a trophy or something, I think we need to send one of these out to his house.
I let him know. I told him, I said, you're a star in the Dalverse. And he said, what is your name? Said,
why are you telling me this?
Who is this?
I'm not cursing anymore. I got nothing.
Okay. That story checks out. Let's run through a couple more, and then we'll get to the next topic. Zom247 with 5 pounds. To Lucy, I have a 9-inch tongue, and I can breathe through my ears. I'm a class act, as you can hear. That sounds exciting.
Not around that tongue, it sounds like.
Fethion with $20. Love the hair, Kaylee.
Thank you.
Diablo Sandwich, $2. We could cameo his whole one-man show in short snips. Yes. We could put this. That's what I'm saying. If everyone's creative, we could put something together that could be anything we want it to be.
Yeah, I'm starting to follow. There's got to be a master script somewhere, though.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Orchestrate all of this. It can't be just random super chats.
Everybody has to know what to ask him to do.
Well, it's one thing about the Dabbleverse. Everybody loves working together.
Right, yeah.
So,
I mean, no problem at all. They're already teaming up.
Yeah, we'll figure this out in no time.
Dave Dappler, remember for 17 months, says, hi, shoot. Never mind. Hey, Kaylee.
Hello.
Gene Simmons with $20 says, Stuttering John 2024 review. Yankees choked in the World Series. His Giants stink. Lost the election. Got sued for $12 million. Another year of birthdays and holidays without kids and quit his only source of income. The Duke wins again. You know, when you put it in writing, it sounds bad. You make it sound like John's not living his life correctly.
Weird.
Yeah, when you read it like that, it sounds like he had a bad year in 2024.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go but up in 2025.
Right. All right. Let's talk about Clearwater Chad. Is he doing a bit? What's going on? What anyone?
Yeah, clearly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very much so a bit.
Well, he says that he's a character playing a character. So Clearwater Chad is like,
aren't we all, by the way? Aren't we all at some point?
Like I first found him. He had his channel. I think I just put every once in a while throw Stuttering John into YouTube and see what comes up. Maybe I kind of go down a rabbit hole and find something else. And I found this guy live streaming and just saying the words over and over again. I'm Stuttering John. Skull. I'm like, I'm like, this is fucking weird. And then and again, this is coming from me. I'm a potato, right? I'm like, okay, maybe I got to give this guy a chance because I was doing something weird once.
Yeah, you were weirder before you were a potato.
That's true. That's very true.
So what's your take on this then? What do you think's going on? He's not all there, right?
No, I think it's very he again, I think he's either not all there or he's a Andy Warhol-esque comedian. Like he's doing something. He's working something bigger, but it's for a very small, strange audience. But
yeah, I get the Andy Kaufman vibes for sure.
Yeah.
I think when you're doing a character, one of the, multiple characters, one of the key points is that you can tell the difference between all these characters.
Yeah, you think that like,
not always,
differentiate?
not
Yeah.
always.
Well, I've seen his lawyer guy, and I've seen John, and
Frank Amadeo. Frank Amadeo.
Yeah. And other than beer, I don't know what the difference is in characters.
That's the genius.
Okay,
that's the
all
genius in whatever this is.
Clay, dude, do you want to weigh in on this topic of your buddy Clearwater Chad?
He is me, buddy. You know about that. Well, I mean, we did meet, both of us, at Clearwater Chad and I. We met at a Dabbleverse fake character convention. And I have to say, if I'm to weigh in on this, he's less Andy Kaufman, more Lloyd Kaufman.
Thank you, Clay, dude. I always appreciate. Yes, I always appreciate your input on these things.
Lloyd Kaufman. You don't get that anywhere else on YouTube today, folks.
All right, so I have some clips from John's last episode where Clearwater Chad comes on, because I think that we'll be analyzing this appearance for years to come.
But isn't it funny though that we get a character like Clearwater Chad? John brings him into this, and we don't know anything about him because John talks about himself when he has these interesting people on his show.
Yeah, he found out he's from Buffalo. He goes, "Why can't some Clearwater Chad then?"
It's one of my favorite things of his last show that we're still watching is how many times he just gets up and walks away when Clay's sharing something. It's so amazing.
It really is funny. Clay was talking about something like super personal, something that I wouldn't talk about with my closest friend in a room alone. And he's doing this on John's show. And John just gets up and walks away in the middle of the sentence.
No interest.
He's incredible. But let's talk about Clearwater Chad. So he comes in. It's John's last show, and he's got a rehearsed statement. He knows exactly what he wants to say. He's going to nail it.
Just so you know, when you're gone, we will fight and win your battles for you against the criminal dues payer and any and all other criminals that you know of.
Well, Chad, I hope you can carry the torch of the Duke. And
what happened there, Chad? He kind of trailed off there at the end. We're going to fight your battles. You don't have to worry about anything. When you're gone, we're going to come in here and we're going to go after Shitwayer. Is that the guy you don't, right? And then there's the other guy with the hat. Fuck.
This is like if there was a live stream at a Greyhound bus depot. This is what you're seeing on camera.
You know.
Well, Chad, I hope you can carry the torch of the Duke, and I hope you keep on being me.
Thank you. I have beer on the balcony scheduled for the next couple of days, and we're gonna get it done and get the dues payer.
Well, did you like my call to his father?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, that should.
Look at Pat just losing his mind. We're gonna get the dues payer. John goes, yeah, right. So when you ask, like, what does that mean or something? John just goes, yep, that's a normal thing to say. We're gonna get the dues payer. Yep, there you go.
And get the dues payer.
Well, did you like my call to his father?
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, that should get him in some hot water, hopefully.
Well, he deserves it. I mean,
yep, he does.
He's taking it way too far.
So I like that he goes, that's going to get him in some hot water. What a funny comment. And John goes, yeah, I do you think that's too harsh? I mean, he deserves it, right?
That was the whole point of the call.
Yeah, the whole point is that he's in hot water now.
Yeah.
So Clearwater Chad, he's this good. You're telling me, Cardiff, he's in on this. He knows what he's doing.
I hope so.
I hope so. Well, because this is him talking about how he's a character playing a character.
Chad, where do you live? Clearwater, Florida?
Buffalo, New York.
What?
Buffalo, New York.
So what's with the Clearwater?
Oh, that's my original character. It was called Clearwater Chad.
Character?
Yeah.
How does a guy who's writing and creating a one-man show not understand this?
Yes.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I'm like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. That's me. Clearwater Chad.
All
That's
you
not
do
my-
is play you.
Right, it's not my real name though.
Oh, it's not?
No, I'm a character playing a character.
John's like, whoa. So do I have your real number? I mean, what am I going to dox if I don't have anything real going on? Yeah, what? Clearwater Chad isn't a real name.
Are you? Let me guess, Andrew.
No, I could tell you.
He tried to guess his first name.
And he started with the letter A's.
Yeah,
Is it Alex?
Start at the beginning. Alan, Adam.
Yeah, so he's going to try to guess his name, and then watch what our boy Clay does here.
Yes, Andrew.
No, I could tell you my
Brian.
name. Here.
I love the Clay Darren's like, oh, we're playing the guess the guy's name bit.
If Matt Dixon yells Chad right now, he's a comedic genius.
Charlie.
It's a Chadley.
Yeah.
All right, so this I thought was the most brilliant part of John's last show. He tried to ruin it. Clay Dabbler saved the day, fortunately. But this is where they kick Clearwater Chad off after about 5 minutes, and then they turn him back on. They bring him back on the show, and he doesn't realize it. He's talking to his brother on the phone.
I'm glad he made somebody laugh. I don't know. All I know is Chad came on. I lost 100 viewers.
Oh, no. Poor old Chad.
I'm only kidding, Chad. I'm only kidding, Chad. I kid because I love.
I had to work in all that stuff, about the newspaper, and I didn't, thank God I did because he only had me on for 5 minutes.
Okay, how is he not seeing that he's on the screen right here? Did maybe he minimize the window?
Well,
or
you
something?
I was thinking about this too. You change tabs in Chrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't see stream. I'm not seeing anything right now. I'm just
Because
it can happen.
Here is my question, and we'll watch the rest of this. But did he do this on purpose, or did this really happen?
No, this really happened because I think he's just got one monitor and he's on another screen, like Cardiff said, and John pops him up. You get no prompt. You don't know that you're up. So
Okay, so he's talking on the phone, and they're just eavesdropping now
because he's breaking down, his whole strategy. We're seeing how the burger's made right now.
Yeah, we're realizing that Clearwater Chad is part of a team. It turns
out.
It's not just one guy operating alone.
It's a family operation.
Yes.
Actually, hold on a second, Carl. Can you go back? Was Chad wearing headphones before?
Oh,
I was going to ask that same question.
So watch what happens because this will be revealed.
What about the final boss? Did he not show up?
Chad, you idiot! You're on.
Out of there. Yeah, that's true. Because the longer it goes, I didn't have funny stuff.
Chad don't know anybody.
You're on.
Shush.
So John is so stupid. He goes, "Chad, you're on." Chad doesn't hear him, so he gets closer.
Yeah.
Let me get closer to him so he sees me. Fucking idiots.
But Carl, you're a baby who uses baby StreamYard, right?
Yes.
Does John have any control over what? Can he not stop this if he wanted to?
Of course.
Oh.
Spy on him. Let's spy on him. This is funny.
Yeah, this guy's having a conversation about his appearance that he just had on your show, and John wants to stop him because John's wildly insecure, and he doesn't want to hear him be like, "Yeah, John thinks I like him. He sucks." That's what he's worried about hearing right here. That's why he wanted to interrupt him and stop him from talking.
Talk over you now.
Right.
You know what I mean? The more guys he brings on.
Right. And I was already, like you said, I had to talk over them a couple times, and I had to get my stuff out.
Yeah.
This is juicy.
Oh, what did those guys like? Those guys seemed pretty nice and stuff too during it.
Yeah, I didn't
that's
really give Pat Dixon because I had to get my stuff in, so I tried to say, "Oh, Clay doesn't have the lighter," like you said. I'm still looking at the chat. The one guy says, "Yay, Buffalo guy is back."
This feels dirty.
Come on, should have kept him on. The Dabbler says,
Yeah, good. Maybe he'll bring you back.
"Yeah,
Just keep watching. I'll call you later.
okay, bye."
Bye. I'm
You
done.
are back, Chad.
Oh shoot, am I? Oh my!
Okay, so he doesn't end up putting in headphones here, and now he's on the show with those guys talking to them. So how did
And
he
he
not
said-
hear any of that?
And he said that he was looking at the chat.
He's reading the chat. Yeah.
So the chat wasn't saying, "Oh, he's on." Oh, he's on.
The chat's next to the video. You can't.
Yeah,
that's how the chat works.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's looking at the chat, the video's there. He should know that he's on. There's no way this was a bit he did. Right?
I mean, Chad does seem like somebody who would be listening to the radio and calling in at the same time. So he could have been on YouTube.
I get that. I get that.
But yeah, not pulling headphones out is what. Like if he pulled headphones out and put them down and changed tabs, I can definitely see this happening. But the way that happened, I don't think so.
Some people think it's a work. Some people think maybe he muted the sound on his computer when he made the phone call. You can mute the tab. Chad gets an Oscar. It's a debate. Maybe we got to get Chad on the show one of these days.
I'm on.
We had that whole conversation, Chad. You did well. We saw that you were a genuine man. You didn't turn into an arsehole when you weren't on camera.
I just noticed something. So he sees that he's on, but he's not communicating with them yet. He goes, hold on. So maybe he did have it muted and just saw himself and then unmuted it right there.
Well, now he's looking for the tab, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's looking for something for sure.
Wow. So
It's
he's
just
my new favorite character then.
It seems like a loser that was excited to take a victory lap over an appearance on Stuttering John.
Yes.
Show.
That's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then I love this guy and I want to analyze
it's
more of his work.
Okay. I mean, it's a character, but it's not a smart man. And I hate to rewind it all the way back to the beginning, but John sounded like he was gargling while he was talking, like the way he was yelling that phlegm in his mouth. It's like, how does that biologically happen to somebody's voice? So, I mean, I have a shitty voice, but it's very bizarre.
Is so wet, though. John's mouth is the wettest surface on the planet.
Ugh.
You don't like the sound of that, Lacey?
No. You know how some people don't like the word moist? I can deal with the word moist, but when you refer to John's mouth as the wettest surface on the planet, I want to recoil and dry up myself.
And also when that word is being passed across those snaggle teeth, just makes it that much worse.
That's really what the problem was.
Are you cock blocking me, Cardiff?
Yes.
I see what you're up to over there, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I knew Kaylee first. Where were we? Where did we leave off? Oh yeah, that was that one. Bakuki Joe. My son called me from school to tell me Stuttering John was on TikTok. I am raising the next generation of dabblers. All his friends hate Stuttering John and want to troll him. Well, that's amazing. His son is 4 years old.
Those kids can use their Christmas money to buy cameos.
Yes. Great idea. A Dixon Cider, $5. It's Cameo idea. My friend is 25 and addicted to coke. I need some advice for when I call her mother and threaten to sue her. Yeah, these videos are not going to get made. Well, maybe they will. Maybe we'll
everyone is going on dabblers.
Yeah, exactly. Dave Daffler, don't firemen save people out of headrests? What am I missing there?
Sure.
Yep, that's right.
Happy Valley Wrecking Crew, $2 says, I like his giant nose hair. He looks great. It is fun when he doesn't use StreamYard, because StreamYard he has dumbed down to a lower resolution. But whenever he's using his phone and recording, you really get to see how awful he looks.
And in the old days, he would have cut that nose hair out with a steak knife and then did the video, you know.
Because he cannot be embarrassed. It's something that we've learned about John. He has no ability to be embarrassed. And that's part of the problem. Carl's Frosted Tips. When did Andy become a Cuban drug dealer?
Yeah. Say goodnight to the bad guy.
Why are you trashing me, $5? If John went back in time and had to kill either baby Hitler or baby
Well,
Carter,
my chances here.
who would he pick? Not going by looks because baby Hitler was a cutie.
How dare you? Why are you trashing?
I would take out Cardiff. Dog Boy, $2. Without the choice, just like, you know, if I had a time machine, that's probably one of the things that I would do.
Is it
$2
because of your hate for me or your love for Nazis?
No, I'm not saying that I would do. I mean, I might do both.
Oh, got it.
The Duke is busy going broke fast. He's a pygmy.
Yeah, both are true.
Nan Crab, $14. Wait, isn't a martini no vermouth straight vodka?
Yes.
No, it's got olives in it.
Yes. Vodka with a few olives, correct.
Some olives.
Chilled vodka.
Hellraiser, $2. Vote for Vinny at the Creep Off. No, vote for Karl at thecreepoff.com. Carl's Frosted Tips, $2 says Clearwater Chad is a minimum wage Stuttering John. FMM. Hi,
Fuck
Shuli.
Mike Morse.
Fuck you, Mike Morse. Fuck off, you useless, untalented piece of shit.
Yeah, we don't say things like that over here on Carl's network.
Well, if it's involving Mike, we always say it.
Clearwater Chad is a secret WATP fan. Yeah, maybe he'll be on the show in studio. He's just down the street from me. Hellraiser 69. I is in love with Shuli.
Love you
Who
right
isn't?
back.
Who isn't? Wasabista says only an inconsiderate lout files economy in a sleeveless shirt. Oh, flies. I'm sorry. Flies economy in a sleeveless shirt. Always wear long sleeve shirts for air travel. Yeah, I guarantee he's the guy with the flip flops on too.
Oh yeah.
You should
Toenails
cover
he
your
never
armpits
trims.
when you're flying and also when you're serving tables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he brought a
Which is what John's doing today.
Yes.
got a tuna fish sandwich from Hudson News. Fucking asshole.
What did Kaylee say? Her boobs. That's all I saw. I didn't hear
Yes.
a word she said.
That's all that I was intended for.
Dave Daffler says Shuli's dad needs a cameo. Yes, we do need one. Ellen the chat says Clearwater Chad is the president of Massapequa gas station attendants union local 100 proof. Very good. Stuttering John starts his apprenticeship Monday. Why you trashing me? $5 says since Stuttering John has left the Dabble verse, are you all going to steal his famous catchphrase "Skull Gagia" and "That's a fact, Jack"? Since he won't / can't respond, I'll wait. Everyone steals all of his stuff all the time. Why are you trashing me?
I've been leaning heavily on "That's a Fact, Jack."
It is catchy. It's 2 full pastrami's. Yeah. I get it. We still
right.
doxing people? Pastrami talk?
Pastrami. Hey, watch out, pastrami family, wherever you are. Head on a swivel, guys. Head on a swivel.
I apologize for Western New York for Clearwater Chad. Go Bills, yeah?
The Bills.
He's not one of us. Matthew Rowley, $5. Serious question for each panelist. Please provide the reasoning for your screen name and describe how accurate it is. Karl, pick who answers first. All right,
All right,
Matthew. Cardiff Electric, please take it away.
Very accurate. I picked it because I think they want to talk to Lucy Typox.
Do you think so? At least one of those names is accurate, is all I can say about
Yeah,
it.
and Matthew, if you want to slow the show down, do a super tip. All right, this is ridiculous. Thank you.
Dave Dappler, $2 says, Shuli's dad cameo. You spent $30 on this?
You spend $30 on this?
War Damn Eagle, Jeffrey from Georgia. War Damn Shuli.
Love you, Jeff. Thank you, pal.
Neelax 44, $5. Nothing makes John seem like less of a man than his fake New York tough guy accent. Ugh, it really is the worst when he's. I've seen so many videos like that. Juan Soto, you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? It's like it makes people not want to root for the Yankees. SJ and Chad had this same conversation a few weeks ago, the one where he doxed his own son. Oh
SJ
yeah,
and Chad.
the conversation about him not being in Clearwater and being from Buffalo.
Oh yeah. Chad had to repeat the story, obviously.
He's so fucking stupid.
John forgets that Clay lives in England most of the time.
Yes.
Or Scotland.
Why don't you people have a goal? I don't think you are podcasting the right way. And take a lesson from the toe, another win for the toe.
We should have a goal on this show. Let me work on that.
Vote me for your next prime minister. My cabinet consists of Celine Dion, Jim Carrey, Bryan Adams, Wayne Gretzky, the Ogopogo, and a 120-foot golden moose.
I am running for governor of Canada. Yes.
Wow. If Wayne Gretzky's in your cabinet, I'm in. Not Cupcakes, $10. Thank you very much. No one should buy a cameo from John. He will put in no effort,
Yes.
lie his way through it, and not do what you request. Actor Steve charges $5 and delivers a great cameo. Yes, he does.
This is listen.
Get your
If you
money's worth.
want to give $50 to John for a shit cameo, I strongly suggest you give all that money and do a bunch of cameos with Dr. Steve instead.
or supertip.gg/WATP if it's really burning a hole in your pocket and you don't know what to do with it.
I mean, let's not get
hour or
crazy.
so.
Let's not get crazy.
I mean, there's hackmania.com promo code CUM. These are other places you could spend your money.
Vote for cum on the creep off, guys. Thank you.
All right.
I should send Dr. Steve $5. Maybe he'll show up on my show.
Yeah, you got that was really funny.
Damn, shots fired.
Dr. C was supposed to be on the show on New Year's Day, right?
Yeah, I sent him a calendar reminder like 3 weeks prior, and then I emailed him an hour before the show with the link, and then I texted him that I sent the link, and radio silence for the second time from Dr.
Well,
Steve.
the best part was Andy and producer Chris over at my house playing poker later that day. And Dr. Steve realizes he missed the show and calls Andy to apologize. And the three of us are just motherfucking him and making him feel worse about it. Which,
like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah, which is what you're supposed to do with Dr. Steve. He doesn't feel bad enough about things. You got to make him feel worse about them.
If it makes you feel any better, he thought it was like one of his patients, Andy, that was texting him. So he was ignoring you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my patients just go away pretty quickly when I ignore them. So I'll just do the same thing.
Sorry he blew you off to help someone cross over into the nether realm. Okay? Jesus, Andy. Priorities, man.
Yep.
All right.
You've lost control, Carl.
I have lost control. I told you, I'm not well today.
Well, here's a goal for the show. End it.
Yeah.
How about that for a goal?
See what you did there. Let's talk about when he is doxing Cardiff. This is very exciting. Yeah. It's about time that
What a way to end the podcasting career. He goes out with my dad and Cardiff's real information finally.
I know. Oh, by the way, I know Cardiff Electric's real name.
Oh, I'm sure you do. We're gonna
and I know where he lives. He's got kids. I know everything.
You ain't in an electric company.
I feel like you
guys.
I feel like you would have divulged that information if you knew it.
These dumb ducks have it coming, John. They went too far.
Well, that's the thing, Chad. What they don't know is even though I'm leaving, I have plenty of scores to settle.
Oh yeah, he always settles the scores. That's definitely going to happen. So a couple things going on here. First off, Clearwater Chad's trying to turn dumb ducks into a thing.
Right.
Is that what he's calling everyone? Dumb ducks?
I think so.
Okay.
He's edgy.
I love that he goes, I have Cardiff Electric's real name. And our boy Clay over there goes, if you did, you would have put it out by now.
You would have called him. You would have called him right after Shuli's dad.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
Cannot
Chad,
keep anything to
By the
himself.
way, this is the most infuriating thing. He has my fucking phone number. Not that fine, John.
but I love Chad's reaction when he goes, I got Cardiff's name. And Chad goes, I bet you do. I bet you do. He goes, absolutely.
Well, earlier he talks about how he has Penis Wrinkle's real name.
Sure.
And Clay, Duty, you've noticed that John falls for this every single time he thinks he has Penis Wrinkle's real name.
Oh yeah, and it's an easy thing for him because all of us Dabbleverse fictional characters have our names here, our stage names as it were. Like Clay Duty is not my Christian name. My Christian name is Christian.
That is a Christian name.
Yeah,
makes a lot of sense actually.
Idiot.
Yeah, so he goes. So Penis Wrinkle puts up a super chat and he goes, "Oh, it's Terry," and he looks over at Clay like, see what I just did? And Clay's just like, oh, God, you think you have his name again? We've been through this. He goes, no, I do have his name. I know where he lives. I have his phone number. And John goes on to say that Penis Wrinkle's going to be dealing with the same shit that John's had to deal with because he has this information. What does John think he means by that?
Penis Wrinkle's kids are going to stop talking to him?
Right. I don't know what he thinks. He thinks that, like, putting out someone's information, everyone's going to, everyone loves Penis Wrinkle. No one's going to do anything to him.
But not only that, according to John, he's the most famous guy in the world. So that's one of the reasons that people bother him so much. So is he saying that Penis Wrinkle is equally as famous as him?
Yeah, he's confusing. That's a good point, too.
No, I think John's fame is so powerful that he can wield it as a force for evil if he wanted to.
I think you're just bleeding jealous, tidy loose box.
Yes, that's gotta be it.
That's what it is.
Clay Duty, are you flirting with Lucy Tightbox right now?
No.
Clay.
I don't think his door swings that way. He hasn't looked up once yet. I think his heart belongs there.
Hey,
You go.
Lucy, nice clit.
Right. Take him off on that one. That was
Hey,
well done again.
Carl, I got to jump off, brother.
Okay.
But feel better. Sorry, you're not feeling great.
Thanks, buddy.
Love to everybody here. Hey, I just want to plug real quick. Tonight at 8, we're doing something a little different on the channel. Join me and TV's Tim Stack as we share a little something with you tonight. On
Son of the Beach, Tim
that's,
Stack?
That's right. Dick Dietrich himself, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Should have answered that text last night, Cardiff.
I was sleeping. I answered
I'm
this morning.
kidding. I know.
Like a creep in the night.
Anyhow, thank you, everybody. Love. Bye. I'll see you.
Bye,
Goodbye.
Shuli.
Thanks, Shuli.
Bye, guys.
See you, buddy. Well, all right. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. Shuli's gone now, but these the Kate Meanie tapes.
Oh.
No, I didn't want to talk about the Israel-Palestine thing.
Sorry.
I'm still here.
This, I think, is fantastic that we have this footage.
Do you trust her?
I kind of do this time. You know, the first time she was seduced by the dark side of the Dabbleverse. I don't anticipate she'll be seduced again.
Wait, this isn't the dark side of the Dabbleverse.
Do you trust her? Yeah, this time I do. Now, remember that John has claimed that he made a video back on December 16th where he says, I know that I'm being recorded and I know this to cover his ass. But this proves that he didn't actually think he was being recorded this time around with Kate.
Yeah, but when he talks about it, all he's going to recite is saying how, oh, I was just feeding her all that information. I knew it was a work all along. That's what it's going to be.
Right. No, I know. I obviously know that. And he's going to say, see, there's the proof. I knew it was a thing. But this clip right here, I'll keep this on my computer for a very long time. That's a sincere John going, he really thought that they were in love, which is wild.
No.
But
Do you trust her?
I kind of do this time.
He even feels dumb saying it. I kind of do this time. He doesn't
No,
want to fully commit.
Yeah, no, that's a guttural response. He really real deep down, he knows they're in love. Like he's got something there. He's had a few drinks in him now. He is he's all in.
I want to believe it, is what he's saying, even though he knows he can't believe it, and it's an expect the worst and hope for the best scenario, just like the Tim Duransky AC troll.
Mm-hmm.
Why does he want to believe it? Like, why? Oh, I don't understand why.
Because
he
he's
would
in
want-
love.
It's insanity.
Yeah, he's a dumb guy.
And lonely. And dumb.
and very lonely. And horny.
Stupid. And gay.
Let's not forget how horny he is, guys.
Fat and ugly.
He loves to talk about that.
Always horny John.
Yep. So I played this on WATP this week, but I want to play this again because John's going to stop paying Vince. And
he's an idiot.
Pat, you think?
I'm going to stop paying my taxes.
And Pat Dixon comes up with a line here that he didn't even know how funny it was.
There's only I can't disclose the details according to Vince, but there's only a certain amount of time where I'll get anything.
That probably works with child support too.
What do you mean?
Like you could just quit your job and be like, garnish nothing, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Mike Lee, great guy.
yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Let me tell you a little something about arrears, Pat Dixon.
Yes.
And Pat was saying that so sarcastically, like, oh, yeah, I worked with child support too, right? You don't have a job anymore, so you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
It's like, obviously, you would still have to pay child support. No. John literally stopped paying child support when he didn't have a job anymore. They'll figure it out. They're resilient.
Yeah. Just give all your money to your mom and tell Vince that you don't have any money anymore.
But this is what I wanted to talk about here. So John is claiming that he's not going to pay Vince anymore because the agreement was it was a percentage of his YouTube earnings. But there's no way in hell that Vince is going to put up with that shit because the whole point of this fake lawsuit he put together was to get more involved in John's channel. And so if he's going to get absolutely the opposite of that, he's going to make it hurt, right? He's going to do something to John.
Well, again, that's where I was going
So
before.
that was
Was
what-
the Cameo thing a ploy? Okay,
Yes.
you're not going to pay me. Do this, and I'll knock off.
That's exactly what I'm thinking as well, is that this is the point of the Cameo, is that Vince the lawyer is pulling strings again. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly how to talk to John about it, and that's how Vince is going to get paid.
So John is splitting the Cameo money. Oh, there's Booger.
Yeah.
All right, so this is my very bad boy who is being very bad. Sorry.
It's all right.
I was like,
hey,
who
I take care of my cat. The litter box is clean. I'm not stepping on poop. It's amazing.
Yeah,
What
you're
did
not
you
supposed
do
to
with
brag
bleach?
about that.
Yeah. And I was hearing him, and I was like, who is broadcasting with a very squeaky barroom door? Like, who's in a bathroom with a squeaky door? Oh, that's Booger.
Nope, that's my unprofessionalism over here. Thank you guys for putting up with me.
We'll put up with you and your pussy.
Mostly with my boobs, I know.
Yeah.
Stewie felt $5 says SJ and Tad had to say, oh yeah, we did that one. This is Doo-Doo Baby. Bugs Bunny, huh? Character. Are you a real bunny? Oh, look at this. we're having a kitten off right now on the show. Clay Duty's
Dabble cat.
Clay Duty's cat seems like was better behaved.
Yeah, my cat's very bad. I learned that the medical term for cats between 2 and 4 months old is the naughty stage. So that's where we're at right now.
That wouldn't be a medical term, Miss Tightbox.
I'll
Big
ask Dr.
Daffler.
Steve about that on Cameo.
$5 says, looks like someone ripped a treble hook out of his mouth. Count Connor, $2. Chad slowly. Wow, I am retarded today. I apologize.
Yep.
Chad shows why WWE jobbers never do mic work. Correct. Jackie Daytona, regular human bartender. Merry New Year, gents and ladies, FSJ.
Love it.
Stewie Felt, $2. Andy looks like the guitar player for Rival Sons. That look,
Don't get
Andy,
it.
you look like everyone. Jack Sampson,
got the
$5. Carl, a lot of people have New Year's resolutions. Can we get a super motivational just do it? Yes.
Wait, in full screen, please.
All right, yeah, good point. All right, this New Year's resolution, it seems like it's a lot. It is a lot. And you know what? Just do it. Please.
I'm motivated.
Donations to PayPal, Venmo, Streamlabs. We're doing a really good show today. Osa's new boyfriend, $5. His mama got a real dry mouth, just like a cat tongue, when she gives up the neck. Holla at your boy, son. This is not information that we should be putting out there. It's very
Gross.
personal. Diablo Sandwich, $5. Based on his voice and accent, Shuli's dad should have played the title character in Robert Eggers' new movie. What's Robert Eggers' new movie? Andy?
Nosferatu.
Ah, very good. Thank you. JFK Head Chunk, $2. Andy needs a turquoise bolo tie with a scorpion. Oh.
Done and done.
I like it.
Dead Juice, $5. John tried to call Glad on Kumia years ago. If Glad gave a shit, I wonder what they'd think of John's history between then and now. Typical John. Yeah, John's always tried to get people in trouble and tattle on them with either their parents or some type of organization that doesn't give a shit, or maybe the platform that they put their shows on. John's tattling to everyone he can tattle to. Why does he think he has... Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. Why does he think he has your real name, Cardiff?
I don't. I'm sure he just got another. This has nothing to do with me this time, but I'm sure he got another batch of. I mean, he's nailed it to a province somewhere in Canada, Carl. I'm pretty sure my goose is cooked.
Yeah, he must know that.
Pretty sure. I have had some people. He has said a name. I don't know if he said it or he was putting it out in his. I have people in his network that reach out to me, and one of them asked me a name, and he does have a first name. He has an accurate first name, but he has 17 of them. So again,
I was gonna say which one.
You've said that before, but he doesn't even remember.
it's the same one he's used before. He's had it. He's thrown it around, but
Okay.
he's retarded.
It's Clearwater Chad.
Yeah.
Right?
I could tell him. I could call him right now and tell him my name, and he would still not know it tomorrow.
I got some insider information on John, and I should have asked Shuli. I didn't realize he was going to be running off like that, because people are saying that Doug is John's brother-in-law, is Dustin his PI.
Yes.
Yeah.
My insider is telling me that Doug is not Dustin, and in fact, Doug can't stand John, does not like him at all, even though he thinks that they get along really well.
That makes sense.
Dustin is, in fact, two different people. It's one, the legend, and then also this guy, Dustin, who is the legend's PI.
Ah.
So there is a Dustin, but whatever he gets information from Mark or that other guy, he calls it coming in from Dustin. And the other thing I found out through my insider, allegedly.
But wait, then was he at the strip club with his brother-in-law, Doug?
Oh, that I don't know.
If they don't like each other.
But he did say he went over to his house and they were hanging out for.
He talked about his brother-in-law all the things. He's his best friend, his brother-in-law.
That would be interesting if this guy is just part of the Dabbleverse.
Well,
hangs out with John just to like observe.
John's brother-in-law is John's best friend, but John's brother-in-law, John is not John's brother-in-law's best friend.
Right. I would believe
that's how family works. It's like you're forced to hang out with John when he comes to town.
Yep. The other piece of information that I got is that the reason why the relationship between John and the legend, Mark, is out of sort right now is because apparently the legend and the legend's wife are having issues. Now, this is something that I heard from my source. I don't know if it's true. I thought it's just because the money dried up, but maybe that's why the wife's pissed. Maybe too much money is going towards the I need attention from Stuttering John and Kevin Brennan fund. That's becoming an issue.
Or it's
anyway,
like every woman who gets a look at John. Can't resist. Can't resist.
All right.
Did we ever
go ahead, Clay.
Did we ever find out what became of the real Tim Dransky?
Duty, 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 duty every day. Duty, 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 Karl Clay.
Dolphins flying circuses.
So
Now, because you're a cat person, Clay and Lucy.
Well, that's a mountain lion.
Andy, well, right. I obviously, it's huge. I have to ask.
Fart?
When John, it sounded like it. When John came home after being gone for 2 weeks, he claims he had to go to the store and get cleaning products and bleach in order to clean the cat shit up. And for some reason, I'm seeing people who think that he's talking about the litter boxes. He's not.
No,
this was
he
all
clearly
over the floor
said
of his
the
house.
floor.
Yes, and John does not like cleaning.
The litter
so the
box
fact that
was
he's scrubbing means it was disgusting.
The litter box was so gross that the cat wouldn't go in it. Is what happened.
Yeah,
it's it's abuse to that poor kitty.
And it's their last attempt is to pee just outside of it on the floor. So as if to say, hey, mate, clean me fucking bin.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when they don't want to shit on the floor. They don't want to be walking around in their shit.
No, they do it they do it because they're pissed off at you. He put a giant bowl of food out and left for 2 weeks. And the cat just the litter box was filthy and it was pissed that it was left alone. It shit all over the house to punish John. Rightfully so.
They were pissed off, so the floor was pissed on.
Right.
I'd also imagine that they're probably walking around in it and tracking it everywhere, right? Because the cats are going to step in it if it's all.
Which has been a problem before.
Yes.
Remember, we've had this issue before.
Right. You got poopy paws over there. And I also bet that John comes home from the airport. We just saw what he was doing in between flights, drinking straight vodka. So John comes home from the airport afterwards. I guarantee he stepped into all sorts of shit and trekked it all over the house as well. That's why he mashed in to the floors and stuff. This is his mom's new house, and he's destroying it. It's not right.
He's disgusting. We all know this.
He's the destroyer. He destroys everything he touches. King Minus.
King Minus. Very good. Why are you trashing me? $5 says, does Lady K and the Shitwayer feel used that you helped rejuvenate his career as a megastar only for him to ditch the Dabbleverse to star on Broadway? Yeah, I better get a little kickback from this. I don't know what my beak with all the success he's going to have with his one-man show.
Imagine if one day you are suing him for something.
Yeah, could you imagine? He's like the best part of his show is goofing on me. His one-man show.
Your audiobook is on his Patreon.
Yeah, right. Tony Danza prefers corned beef, but Ted Danson likes pastrami. What say you, Karl? Potato, what say you?
I can answer this. Montreal smoked meat is the answer. Thank you very much.
Tony Danza knows best. He's the boss. Fitheon, $10. Andy looks like William J. Gaynor, the politician born and raised in Utica, who went on to become mayor of New York City, where he revitalized the park department during the 1910s when it all started. Dave Daffler, $2 says, and this keychain makes you look big. And this keychain makes you a big deal.
What is your name?
I think with John's threat to call Shuli's dad again is an opportunity that needs to be exploited. They need to antagonize. They need to get a party line so that Shuli gets that call. And
that's a great idea.
Once they antagonize John into calling his dad again, get maybe Jim Florentine gets involved. They do some telephone terrorism, I think.
How great would that be if that was the reveal where he just called Shuli and Shuli was doing his dad impression?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Just stays in character. Not
Happy
Cupcakes,
New Year.
$6 says, can you get Chip Chipperson voice so we can make Chip and Stutcho argue? Sock cucko.
Home run, call me a home run.
That is a great idea. We'll get Chip on the super tip system. I'll make a note of that.
Yo, my noggers. Miss Tightbox has my beaten down and drug-riddled pecker standing at attention, and my thumb is always at the ready.
Ugh.
Give me a call if you want some fat ghetto Italian action.
Joey, you forgot to invite her into your fun dungeon so she can peg you. That's how I get ladies to like me.
Oh, so gross.
You didn't have to turn them down. They did it for you. Let me see. I just saw Clay Dabbler when they mentioned Joey C's thumb. Just went, ugh. Are we all grossed out by this?
Yes.
For the record, my name is Clay Duty.
Clay Duty. Yes, my bad.
A little bit of separation there.
I understand. Audiophile America, $10. I don't buy for a second that you aren't using Super Tip to track us. How else could Lucy get my phone number and send me all those obscene messages? Lucy?
Well, you could ask her.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
So use the Super Tip system if you want bad things like that to happen to you. Silence Duke at $5 says, scrolling Chad's Twitter to laugh at him. He mocked PDP, so thank you, Chad, for reminding me it's on. Looking very MAGA, Andy. Thanks for the advertisement, Chad. We appreciate it. Damn it, Coleman, $10 says, Andy's Doctor Strange at a swinger party vibe is awakening something in me. Wow, Andy, you're getting a lot of attention for this new look of yours.
Actually, swinger Doctor Strange is a good description.
So allapologiespodcast.com.
Doctor gonna be getting some strange. Am I right, Andy?
Damn right, duty.
But yeah, check out more of Andy and his new look on the All Apologies podcast.
Yeah. We just spent all week. We're spending all week shitting on Andrew Schultz.
And
Well,
his
you've got a lot
apologies.
to work with.
Yes.
P.U.
Clay Duty, what can we promote for you, my friend? Where can people find more Clay Duty or whatever else you're up to?
Yeah, well, I'm in and about, the TSN, the Sandusky Network, and also the Looney Tunes Critic. If you could subscribe to him, that would help him out quite a bit because, he's fat.
Yes. He
Is
could use
fat.
the subscribers for sure.
Yeah.
Lucy, type by, of course, you're over on Once Over with Kaylee on YouTube.
I am, and on Patreon. And in addition to that, I know so many people are so excited about Hackamania, Back to the Hack, live in Las Vegas, May 9th through the 11th. You can use promo code COME for some people around here. You could use promo code WATP, or you could even use promo code Kaylee.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
CAYLEY is the one that you would like to use in order to get 10% off.
Pretty good deal.
It's gonna be a great time.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
Looking forward to it. All right, Cardiff, I have to torture us with this.
Oh, bloody.
Actually,
I gotta change these fucking strings.
He is the laziest man ever. For the amount of times he busts that guitar out, how could he not put strings on there that are even possible to tune?
He has to change those strings and then learn how to bleed and play.
Well, yeah, that too would be helpful.
When do you think that he changes the strings?
Never.
Never. Yeah, those are the strings that came on the guitar.
Yeah.
He changes his underwear more often.
Yeah.
She's saying something.
When I got the lead on video where he was sitting there playing that guitar to Oscar
Yep.
in his crib, I was examining the strings very closely. I was looking for cuttings. I was looking for any evidence that these strings have been changed.
Exact same strings.
Exact same strings.
I think John would tell you that yes, they are the same strings as from that video. But he insists on actually playing with a guy who has a tuned instrument and can play it.
I think
I think Matt was trying to tell him that he's sharp or flat or something right there.
He could have very easily said, "Hey, Pat, give me an E."
Right. Yes.
He doesn't know what that means.
Yeah, watch Pat as he's trying to figure out what his guitar is tuned to.
I gotta change these fucking strings.
I think
I think your E's really flat.
I'm grateful for Clay. You're doing the show. I like it that way.
Now, we're improvising a song right here, which is always great for John. Always works out really well. I heard Mike Morse point this out. I don't know if he saw it on this one, but John always goes to the chords in the song Mother by Pink Floyd, because that's like one of the songs that he knows, one of the couple songs. And so this whole thing is just him going through those chords. You'll even hear the change on it and everything.
Oh, good times and a lot of fun. Gonna miss that this reason is done.
Oh, you talk about dropping a bomb. Ugh.
But that retarded muscle memory for that one song.
Nice.
Bravo.
You don't have to say it. It's okay. No, come on, sit there.
A bit of improv jamming there, impromptu jamming.
It sure was. Sure was, Clay. You nailed it. I enjoy hearing John with other musicians the best because he's out of tune.
Other musicians?
He's out of tune. All right. With a musician. It's nice to have one musician on this show. Well, I don't know. His Cameo says that he's a musician. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe.
And songwriter.
Yes. Singer-songwriter. That's the kind of songwriting that he does right there. Pretty good stuff. John's mad at Nasty Neil. He thinks Nasty Neil's going on shows and trashing him. Did Nasty Neil trash him on Dabble Point?
That reminds me of when he was angry with Dr. Steve. It's like, you're not going to win any bleeding points getting angry at one of the nicest, most harmless individuals in all the Dabbleverse. You fucking fat idiot.
I know. He's going really hard at Nasty Neil. And like, I don't think Neil's ever done anything to him or said anything. He's such a moron.
He does seem to be a very nice guy. I tagged in all the tweets at him. And he's just thanking everybody shitting on him right now. He's just happy for the attention.
Yeah, he just loves it. Mars has a new video out that's pretty fantastic. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Let me cut him honest. Anybody know who you are? Maybe everybody else wants to enjoy the peace and quiet. This is one of the most important places in all of North America. Who are you? Who are you? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence. It serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have enough respect of yourself and other people who honored what it is to express yourself.
So he's swapping out the face and the voice.
That's
on this video.
Amazing.
Does
Bloody brilliant, Mars.
It
Subscribe.
really is great. Well
Mars
done.
with a Z.
Yes, MARZ. On,
I love this.
YouTube.
Christmas Vacation one's still the best. That one was fantastic.
Oh yeah, did you see that one, Carl?
I did see that one. Yes.
Well, never mind then.
Mars does a great work, so definitely check that out. Shout out to @Clearwater Chad. The Duke lives. Mike V, my man. Dude, that impression that John does of you is so good. It sounds exactly like how you talk.
Mike Morse is the new Duke, by the way.
Is that true? I don't know
Yes.
if I've sanctioned that.
Well, it doesn't
All
really
right,
matter.
I
It
have.
happened. He did the Napoleon thing to himself with the sword.
All right, well then it's out of my control then, I guess.
Yeah.
A Queen of the Night, $5. Clearwater Chad looks like Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yes. That's
Was I
good
clear,
call.
by the way? The sword was shoving it up his bum.
Yes, I believe we understood.
Balin Dupree is here. $5. Carl, what can I do to make you feel better? Little baby wieners. Apart from reminding you to watch Balin Out Loud next Monday, 9 p.m. Hunt Nuggets. Yes. We'll be watching Balin Out Loud. And right afterwards, we'll be doing a Who Are These Socials wrap-up
That really her?
show. I don't think that's really her, no.
I didn't think so.
I'd be very surprised. Mike V, $5. We need more Clearwater Chad content. He knows about 1 and 2 party states. Skull.
Do we though?
I think we might. I got to look at this guy a little closer. I'm trying to figure him out still. I think
You're
there's
driving
something
to
there.
Buffalo right now.
I want to know more about this Clearwater Chad guy.
There's something there.
There's something there.
Definitely something
Zach Hoffman, member for 10 months, thank you, says, hey, Lucy, F, Mary, Kill, John's Moist Mouth, Cardiff, and Clearwater Chad's Sweaty Armpits.
All right, so it's just Cardiff in general?
Cardiff's Moist Mouth, I believe, is...
Oh, okay.
No, I believe it's my
No, it's
sweaty
John's
armpits.
John's Moist Mouth.
No, I believe
Cardiff.
it's Cardiff and Clearwater
Oh.
Chad sweaty armpits together.
Cardiff doesn't have armpits. Doesn't make any sense.
But I need 3. Okay, so I would definitely for sure marry Cardiff's sweaty armpits. And then I would fuck Clearwater Chad's sweaty armpits and then kill John's moist mouth.
Oh, you have to kiss. You didn't read the question.
Fuck.
You're
Oh, God. I hate it so much.
You lose.
Oh, God.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, that's a trick right there.
I got.
Question for Dr. Jacoby. Where were you the night of Laura Palmer's murder?
Breaking news.
Well-
John is now in love with Lucy Tightbox. She said she would kiss his mouth. He's in love.
I did not say that. I
I'll
misspoke.
make sure you get your phone number.
How great would that be if the reason John came back to the Dabbleverse was because he had eyes for Lucy and forgot about Kate?
I love that idea.
I love that.
Hanks $5 says, is it possible John unalived Hitman Dan to steal his impressive sleeveless shirt collection? I would say likely.
Seems likely.
Yeah.
And his
that's
wig.
why he didn't want to call the police when he wasn't sure what was going on with them. Gino Babina, $5. Carla, you have more people watching than the Shit Network ever does. Why don't you get the same super chats and gifted memberships? Math don't work. Are you saying I'm buying views, sir? Does it say you must be buying views, guy? I don't push the gifted memberships as much as Shuli does, but I would love if people would purchase gifted memberships on here. We do bonus shows twice a month that you get, and you can watch WTP live every Wednesday and Saturday when you are a member.
Well, Gino Babino wants to know about buying views, as if he's not Vince the lawyer.
You think that's Vince the lawyer?
For sure, mate.
Just Spangler, $2 says, Andy looks like Richard Rawlings. Look it up. What am I missing here?
Somebody gets it.
Somebody doesn't need to look it up.
Dan Tanner, $10 says, message is for AK Lucy. Redheads are my kryptonite. How fucked up are you, and are you fixable? I'm always up for a challenge, FSJ.
Clay Duty's a redhead too.
Yeah.
I read that as, are you flexible? And I was like, yeah, I am.
I was confused by that at first, too. She's very fucked up in the head, and it's a woman, so no, you can't fix it.
It's a woman.
Yes, Clay Duty. I don't like you critiquing the way that he's always cock blocking me. So he's sticking up for his
A
girlfriend.
dry British humor.
Over there.
I'll get it.
Tickle Me Tukey $5 says, thank you, SJ, for exposing that Cardiff has kids. Finding our son might get child support and Canadian citizenship. Cardiff, please call our son.
One day. When he's 18.
Why are you trashing me $5? SJ's the perv who, before knocking on the underage boy's door, says, hi, 18-year-old, I'm here to help with your homework, in case he walks into Chris Hansen. Does that work?
No.
Is
Worth
that
a
like
shot.
asking- is that
But
like
he
asking
thinks
an
it
undercover
does.
cop?
Yeah.
If they're a cop, they have to tell you. It's the same kind of thing. Mike V says, I know the identity of the potato. It's Bill Cosby, America's dad. Boom. You've been doxxed. Is that true? Boom. Big if true.
I like pudding pops.
Rumpled Trenchcoat at Columbo Podcast $5 says, cat poop all over your new floor, Mom? What do you want for a $10 house? Yeah, that's a good point.
Very good point.
When you don't value something, treat it like shit. Raper Butt $5 says, you know he's too lazy to buy them food properly too. Those cats are feed whatever he can in the pantry. I can't imagine those nasty shits.
I liked the idea that producer Chris had that the cats were poisoning his beer. So I'm assuming that the cats are also just eating poison.
Oh, God. It's...
Yeah, you think they just get whatever he doesn't eat?
Yeah, I do.
This is why he'd be the greatest IRL streamer ever, but he'll never do it. Because if we can see the way he's abusing these cats and how they're exacting their revenge, hey, this could be a new like cartoon series. Like John plays the horrible pet owner, and the cats are constantly getting revenge on him for doing that.
And the whole cartoon is from the perspective of the cats.
Yes.
That's all. I wish I could animate.
I know. We got to get Baloney Factory on this.
Yeah.
Or maybe Looney Tunes critic.
Or something, Well, I had to get my bits in there, because there was they're doing a thing.
You're on the show, Clay Duty. You're on the show. How stupid are you?
They only let me on for about 5 minutes, so.
Very good. Clay Duty. Rocco Orby $2 says Andy looks like a porn producer. Well, just
Looks like.
keep coming. They just keep coming in. Guerrero, Handyman to the Stars, $5 says, I don't know who gets me harder, Lucy or Clay Duty.
Probably Clay Duty.
I doubt it. Pooterlific says, I heard Cardiff Electric on Not Jim and Sam this morning. Oh, yeah, I want to talk to you about that.
The Cardiff and Sam show, yes.
The Cardiff and Sam show, yes, because apparently there's a void of talent there that needs to be filled.
Talent vacuum, I believe we
Talent
called
vacuum.
it. Yes.
That's what you referred to it, yeah. I know Sam knows who you are, right?
Yes, he does. He the first time I called in, he corrected the call screen. He corrected Troy Kwan's what he typed into the thing. He's like, you must mean Cardiff Electric. So yes, he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
He knows what's what.
He's a good egg. He played along.
That Teft, though.
Stewie Felt $5 says, I will never understand why people get mad at good street musicians. I'm assuming they don't get mad at good ones.
Show me one.
Dave Daffler. Stuttering John is a Paul McNot-me. Jay Lorder $5 says, gonna miss the bowl. Skull, I love Lucy. And Dan Tanner became a new member of the channel. Thank you very much, Dan Tanner. Like I said, you can watch WATP live every Wednesday and Saturday, and there's 2 bonus shows every month. Diablo Sandwich, $2. Why have we not sent Lucy undercover already? Yes.
He doesn't seem to have any interest in acknowledging my existence.
I bet he would if you were at Stevie Tomatoes.
All right. If everybody sends me to Stevie Tomatoes, I will go.
Okay. What if he wins you over?
Please.
Swipes you off your feet.
Okay. You and I have known each other for quite some time.
The John
and I
and Lucy
understand.
show.
I understand that sometimes we.
Oh, she froze up at the wrong time.
Just the thought of getting with Stuttering John
Broke the internet.
broke the internet.
Oh no. I'm gonna leave her there though. That's a good
Yeah,
spot.
she's like,
Are you
Did
back?
Yeah, I got attacked by a cat. It was awful.
Oh, we missed it. You froze up on us.
Good, good.
Why you trash me? $2 says sad how unfunny Stuttering John hasn't helped Jackie's career. Sad how unfunny Stuttering John hasn't helped Jackie's career.
how would that help Jackie?
Penis Wrinkle, my man, $5 says Saul says he's planning a show on Trump's inauguration day where he'll be sworn in as the new Duke. The Duke of Dog Fuggin', not Dabbleverse. Odd choice.
Leaning into it finally.
Yep. Emma Stein says, we're two Swedes looking forward to what John will do this year. We even celebrated the new year with the bloody ass song, Just Do It.
Bloody ass. Can I get a little sympathy? Because I got a bloody ass. I'm bleeding generously because I got a bloody ass.
He told Juan Soto to go back to DR. He sure did. He's trying to deport the guy just because he's playing for the Mets now. It's no way to handle that, in my opinion. Not Cupcakes, $5 says, Lucy rather have Joey C's swollen toe in her tight box. Oh. Fuck.
Hey, check out the next All Apologies podcast where we take a look at Trucker Andy apologizing for wearing that shirt and glasses. Juth Duet.
Yes,
supposed to
Andy,
be you?
That was me, yeah. When will you be issuing your apology?
Never.
Andy? Fair enough.
Don't apologize. Just say thank you for telling me that.
You know, something else people have been picking up on, and I got to credit the Uncle Rico show, really been zooming in on this. But here's John coming back into the room, and look at how tiny he is compared to that.
Oh my God.
He is shrinking. Like, Andy, you called it a couple of years ago that he's turning into a monster. He is also shrinking. Like his shoulder can almost turn on the light switch.
I don't even think you compare him to the door because, you know, door frames could be very, very tall. Compare him to the guitars.
Even that Marshall cabinet right there.
He's 1.5 guitars in height.
Yes.
So I'm just seeing this for the first time too, and yeah, doors can vary; they can be different, whatever. But I'm pretty sure Florida has a pretty strict height on those light switches.
Yeah, I mean, the door is a standard door. I have a similar house. It's not, yeah.
Somebody needs to overlay one of those 7-Eleven. They've always put like a ruler on the door at 7-Eleven, so if they get robbed, they can tell how tall the perp is. So all we need to do is superimpose that over John's door jamb, and we'll know exactly how tall he is.
The answer is 5'4".
Yeah.
The answer is 5'4". We don't have to go put too much more work into it beyond that.
Fine.
So what's the next move? So we've seen that John has decided to join. Oh, we have a question coming in.
Short Kings unite.
Yes. The question I have, what's John's next move? He's on Cameo now. Maybe that'll net him some money. He's starting up his TikTok career. So he still needs attention. He still wants to be out there. It's not like the time he went away for 8 months and wasn't really doing anything on social media. So, Lucy, have any predictions?
I honestly no. I've been thinking about it so much and I just can't figure anything out. I'm a woman. Boobs.
Sorry.
Kurt, it was my fault for asking you a question. I blame me for this one.
You should have known better, Carl.
You're right.
Talk to the men.
Cardiff, what's
Yeah.
John's next move? What do you got, buddy?
I don't know, Carl. I can't think.
I don't know, boobs.
I talk to men and not potatoes or women. Fine.
No,
Trucker Andy.
I'm not sure what's next, Carl. But again, I'm getting into the mind of John. This is a guy whose financial plan is my mortgage is paid for by my pension. Like there's no, it's money in, money out. None of there's no savings. There's no nothing. He hasn't lost a penny, Carl, until the 21st of next month.
Right.
The 22nd of next month, we are going to see something from John, guaranteed, because that's when now he's gotten his Christmas super chat money. And then when the second he realizes that's the last penny from YouTube, we're going to see something. Like there's going to be a desperate move somewhere around that point.
Unless he really takes off on Cameo.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amazing? He starts making $70,000 a month on Cameo or whatever the fuck High Pitch was making.
Again, his timing he could not choose the worst time to ever get on Cameo. Like there was
He
time
never
for
even
this.
promoted it on his show. Like he did his last shows. Everyone was watching him. We're still pulling clips and stuff. He never brought it up.
He tweeted it twice today, though. 3 hours.
Right.
Ago. He tweeted the link twice.
I saw that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how he's promoting. But again, if he'd done this earlier in the Dabble verse, he probably could have made a killing.
Yeah.
Right. But now we've all seen him read everything for $1.99.
He was on Cameo early on in the Dabbleverse because Andy got him to read some things when he was more naive to that.
Oh yeah. Even Carlos Danger, I think, has a drop from him back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. People used to send me things in. That's why I have
WATP.
So we got him to do our call letters. He's so stupid.
He does it better than I do.
Everyone does it better than you do. I've talked to you about that.
I'll never learn.
But
Boobs.
honestly,
Boobs.
be interested to see what comes out of this Cameo. People, I'm sure, will post them on Dabblers Anonymous or sending them to this show or Shuli's show because
Is there a
could be some
shelf
content.
life for the payments to Vince? Because
oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you.
he's
I'm
trying
so
to
out of it
escape
today.
that. That's
Yes.
when it'll come back. But
Okay.
also Vince needs to start massaging the situation into John IRL streaming. If Vince, if you're listening,
he knows.
He's
trying.
I know. Just
He wants
convince
to.
him that is the way to go, and hopefully that's what he comes back with. That's my hope.
That
But I
would
think
be
he's waiting it out.
fantastic. Even if it only lasted a couple of days with the cameras in his house until he gets really upset about it and sees how embarrassing his lifestyle is.
Yeah.
But that would be fantastic if they could pull that off. So you asked about the timing of this. Nobody knows what the actual agreement is, but to the best of my knowledge, it was like a 6-month contract where John was going to be paying money to Vince. And it seemed like there was a flat rate as well as a percentage of super chats or income from his YouTube channel. And so John was supposed to start paying that in October because they settled in September, I'm pretty sure, is when the lawsuit was, recanted. So October was the first payment. I believe it was going to go October through March, right? Be that 6 months. So John didn't pay October or November. And the way that Vince understood that was, okay, so now we're going to go December through May. And John's just like, oh, no, this is done in March.
No.
So in John's mind, he had already gotten out of paying the first 2 months. He did pay December. He says he will pay January, but then to Cardiff's point, come February, there's no money to be had. And so he thinks he can get out of this contract. I highly doubt that, or this agreement, I guess. I highly doubt that Vince would write an agreement up that would allow John to wiggle out of it like that. It's too obvious.
Well, Vince is obviously going to write a contract that John thinks he can wiggle out of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like John, Vince probably made it John proof, where he thinks he's going to get around this. He put things in there that John can use as.
So I just want to correct you on one little thing, Carl. The lawsuit still exists.
Okay, right.
So it is not there. So typically what happens when you end a lawsuit, there's a couple of different ways that you end a lawsuit. One is that it's resolved in some way by the courts. And the other is that you discontinue it and you say, I'm no longer proceeding with this. What has actually happened in this case is that Vince is just letting it die on the vine. So typically when you have a settlement agreement, what you would do is then you would file an additional document with the court. And you would say, hey, here's this different agreement that we've come to. We no longer need the court to be involved in our decisions. Vince never filed anything like that. And I just looked it up to make sure that there wasn't anything filed today. He has not filed anything like that. And so when we're talking about the settlement agreement, we're talking about something that's not on the court records, that is absolutely something that, in my opinion, I think that Vince just created and has convinced John that is legally binding. I suspect that it might not be.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that. And I don't think he cares.
No, and that's the massaging John that Andy was just talking about. Like, you can kind of convince him to do whatever you want him to do, and so maybe we're gonna get some fun stuff out of that.
I thought we'd learn not to ask women questions, Carl.
She had some insight on that one. She actually understood what she was talking about.
Boobs.
Hey, Clay, what do you think's gonna happen with your buddy John?
I mean, I do think he is. He's going to go away. He's obviously butthurt from Kate Meanie, but he wants to have the idea of a young. He's not in love with Kate Meanie. He loves the idea of Kate Meanie, and he loves the idea of a young, beautiful woman. Yep. So what he's going to do is he's going to use this time off to stalk Lucy. And now, Carl, you and I have known each other for not very long. Do you ever think that,
What just happened?
His internet froze.
He froze like me.
I see.
I hope my boobs looked better than that when my internet froze.
I assure you they do. Have you noticed my shirt? My shirt.
Yes, the hypocrisy police shirt. Yes.
When we were a peek behind the scenes, if you will, when we were designing this whole Clay Duty thing, Clay was wearing this shirt quite a bit.
Sure.
I have not seen him wear it since I came to the Dabbleverse. Have you?
Oh, you've taken it away from him?
I think so.
Oh, that's too bad. It was one of his favorite shirts.
I have to buy a bleeding SJ Army shirt.
Yeah, or just do it Nike shirt that he has too. It's always a good
Send us
one.
the super chats.
Gino, this is actually a good idea. Can we get Shuli standing in a doorway and then John standing in a doorway and do a cross-reference thing with that? Not a bad idea, Gino. I'll look into that. Dang Lizard with €2 says, Lucy mentioned your love of third input for the Dukes. Lucy, mention your love of third input for the Dukes.
I mentioned it?
No, please do. I think is what he's
asking you to.
Oh yeah, yes, of course.
Saying if you want John to fall in love with you, mention the third.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I thought that I had already done that at least once so that he would. Come on.
You can't do it too much, love.
That's true. I did just do a fair amount of talking about butt stuff over with Luigi Greenberg and all the boys on Skeptical Robot recently.
Do they not believe in buttholes?
It's hard to tell.
Tan Mom on TSN, no John, and that's what's next. Sko, you could be right. Could be back to the Whackbackers over there on Shuli's show. Raper Butt says Cameo was for bored people during shutdown. Old news. Yeah, I know people don't use Cameo anymore. It's gone way down. Gina Bobina, Vince wants to pay, but Shuli failing may be worth it. Vince wants pay. Whatever. Diablo Sandwich $2. Can this become a Ray DeVito show in the meantime? Maybe it will. It's not a bad idea. Danny #1 morsel Brophy says, Mr. Shuli, I know you're a big metal guy. Check out Incantation. Lucy Tightbox approved.
I do love Incantation.
Do they do covers?
Only covers, in fact.
Here's what I make a request then for Incantation.
Oh, we're on the chorus. We hope you like our show. We know you're rooting for us, but now we have to go.
Bye, Clay Dabbler. That guy knows how to, or Clay Duty. That guy knows how to make an exit right there.
Guys and their hacky gimmicks, Carl.
Gina Bobina, this broad talking law is like Shuli talking comedy. She knows a lot more about law. How dare you? Harry Richards says, is that Trucker Andy or Elton John? Just do it. Just do it indeed. It's Simon's Do Good over here.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, Lucy,
I love it when you talk law to me.
All right. Some people are enjoying it. That's good to know. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on this show today. I'm sorry I did not have a better effort on my end. It's been a rough day for me. But
you did great.
I want to promote one more time allapologiespodcast.com, and of course the All Apologies podcast is starring Trucker Andy.
Thanks. Yes. We have a really good one lined up this Sunday. I have a bad track record of guests bailing, certain guests, but we have a good star-studded episode coming up for next week. And like I said, Andrew Schultz, can't stand the guy. And so look forward to that coming out on Wednesday. And I can't wait for Hackamania 2.
Why is this Cuban disco dancer talking for Trucker Andy?
Hackamania.com is where you can go to get your tickets. We'll all be in Vegas. All of us will be there May 9th through 11th doing live podcasts and all sorts of other wacky shit.
Mm-hmm.
So come visit us. We'll have a good time in Vegas. Looking forward to that. Cardiff, of course, dabbleverse.tv is where you want to go. And then you hit
Patreon.com/Cardiff Electric. That's the place to be.
And what do you have coming up?
I don't know this week. I got a lot of weird shit going on this week, but some new Chad videos coming out soon. They're already up on the Patreon. So check them out.
And Lucy Tightbox Once Over with Kaylee on YouTube.
Yes, you can find me there. I do movie reviews over there. You can find me on Patreon, where you can get early content of those movie reviews, as well as popsicle reviews, as well as other smutty stuff that gets sent to the WATP mailbox. But mostly, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being so patient with Booger the cat today. He is very naughty, very, very naughty. And he's running around like a mad cat right now. So.
All right. Well, he wasn't too bad on our end. I'm sure it wasn't true for you, but
I am really impressed to hear that. I figured that you guys were suffering the whole time. So he says thank you.
I'll put up with a lot for those boos, but not horrible audio quality.
I'm glad to hear that it was not awful.
That I will not stand for. Arbad says Kaylee has the best boobage and has an outstanding channel and loved by FDNY Ladder 30 Harlem Zoo. STJ wears gift shop shirts. He is hated by all FDNY and NYPD. Push Kaylee's channel.
Yes, I have my shirt that is not bought at a gift shop.
All right.
Ladder 30 represent. Is that what we say?
30 in the house.
Is that what you say to fellow firemen?
I think so. Whoarethees.com is where you want to go. Who Are These podcasts? We put out 2 episodes every single week, and you can subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and you get the audio. We also have this YouTube channel right here that we do stuff, and you can become a member, get bonus shows twice a month as well. Thank you so much for being here for this special edition of Point Dabble Point. And so I just want to say on behalf of our guests, Lucy Tightbox, Trucker Andy, and Cardiff Electric, Gagia.
Point Dabble Point.